Getting ready to head out. The phantom flushing of the toilet as usual. But we're getting ready to go to the airport. We've been here about a month, so you see there's some trash that they gotta clean when they get into the room. But we're ready to go. First stop of the day, Macy's dropping off her stuff. Then we're heading to the airport. We're kind of in an industrial area. It's really interesting. There's like the Rose Bowl Parade float businesses are there along the way on this road. And one of them was actually open. It was just a big empty warehouse. That'd be kind of cool, doing a float for a parade like that. That'd be a pretty neat thing. But I'm just gonna chill in the parking lot, check out the beautiful views for a few more minutes, and then Macy gets here, heading to the airport. Had to stop by the bank before we get on the plane, but we made it to Compton for the first time, so just taking some video of the city of Compton.
City of Compton, California.
Knows how to party.
Knows how to party.
Stuck in LA traffic, getting there. It's not too bad, at least it's still moving. One of the things I find fascinating about LA is the public transit is actually in the middle of the highway. You can see it coming right there. That's kind of neat.
Metro rail.
But also it's fascinating how you get on and off it. So, because they're like underneath the parking structures typically are from what I've seen. Which is really neat. Yeah, you can see some planes landing, so we are getting close to the airport. Go ahead, what were you going to say?
Nothing. What was I going to say? Anything.
I think she said, are you ready to fly, is what she was going to say.
That's what I said, and he cut off the camera because apparently he doesn't want to film me today. Makes me sad. I know I look rough.
One of our favorite donut places, Randy's Donuts, with the big donut on the top of the location. It's so cool.
And if you haven't tried Randy's Donuts and you have a location by you, try it. Thank us later.
Yeah, it's a very good donut place. Look at that. Big old donut.
And if you're in Las Vegas, there's 2 locations, but don't go to the one in Summerlin.
Summerlin, yeah. It's disappointing a lot of times. Almost to the airport. We got about half a mile left to go. Dropping her off. Something cool too, if you want to see, I'll show you some bonus footage of Macy's previous rental. It was able to drive itself. Check this out.
So with our rental car, we found out it has some really interesting features, and since there's nobody around and no risk, I'm gonna give it a go. Now, what it's supposed to do is you can, if like let's say like the car is too close, which actually at this hotel it does happen sometimes, and you can't quite open the door to get into your car, you can, now I watched this on TikTok how to do it. So you make sure your car's locked. You're gonna hold down the start button. All right, so now it's started. So you have a pull forward and a pull backward on here. So from what I read, you're supposed to hold it down.
Here it goes.
And when I let it go, it'll stop. Now, let's say you're in the same situation and you want to pull forward. Apparently, you can pull forward with it as well.
There she comes. It's like Knight Rider, y'all.
And as soon as I let it go, it stops. That's actually really cool. Now, I'm going to show you guys another feature that it has, which I thought was pretty awesome when we get in the car.
What's happening?
Okay, so this car has driver assist in it, and I thought it was just like a lane keeping thing. Now you do have to keep your hands on the steering wheel for safety reasons, obviously, but this car is essentially driving us, and we're about to go around this corner, and it's turning, not me. I'm not doing shit. It's a little nerve-wracking as we like pass a semi, but I'm not doing anything. It's all it. That's kind of crazy, right?
Yeah, it's crazy. Made it to the airport. Lines are okay. It's pretty stressed at the other side though. That's crazy. A lot of people here today. This is a Wednesday, y'all. It's definitely busy on a Wednesday here. Look at that. Look at all these people. Whew. Check out these skateboards over here and the Delta Lounge. That's pretty cool, right? I like the Frenches. The Thrasher one's pretty neat. If you didn't see last time we left LAX, we stopped at the lounge as well. Here she is. It's really nice. Yeah, we can sit there.
Close to the door. And
These are the seats. They're really comfortable, and they do have outlets and stuff to use. Here's what I got. Got some sliders, a brownie, some chicken. Macy got a salad, slider. This is a strawberry shortcake parfait. And then some drinks. And there is a bar over there if you want some free beverages. Adult version. Check out over there. Finished my snackies. It was pretty good. Macy's still finishing hers. But you gotta try out that chicken. That chicken was really, really good. And I do like that they have a Coke freestyle. Oh, she's getting serious now.
my cheeks are all like red and flushed.
You're gonna have to talk louder there,
I
Kelly.
said my cheeks are like red and flushed, and I don't know if I'm like flustered from the whole like security thing, because like I was just, his person was crazy. My person was nice. She was nice. I was like, it's a scanner, and she's like, okay. I'm like, you're gonna have to unbuckle that and unbuckle that, and then it's gonna be right there. And she was like, okay, and then she swabbed it. I was like, okay. She's like, I'm gonna swab it. I'm like, all right, go ahead. I don't care.
Yeah, my TSA experience was kind of interesting. Basically, the AC adapter for my laptop had to be checked this time. Why? I don't know. We've flown probably at least 200 times at this point with the same stuff over and over again. And we got caught this time for some reason, and then they had to look at it. Of course, it's not that difficult. It's just they have to take apart like 3/4 of my bag because of all the stuff that I carry. I have to pack it pretty tight.
It needs a new book bag.
Yeah.
This book bag's not like easily accessible for travel, so here's gonna probably get the book bag I have, or at least some version of it.
Yeah, so we'll see. Probably do that in Atlanta. Definitely subscribe because we'll be taking a trip down to like the Gainesville area and doing some shopping one of these days while we're there. Macy's gonna finish up her food and then she'll give you a comment on what she thought about the food at the Delta Sky Lounge.
I'll tell you right now, I liked it. Now, I haven't tried my salad or my sandwich yet, but the chicken rice bean mixture with some cheese on it, that was absolutely delicious. A little bit spicy, but not like overwhelmingly spicy. I was hungry. I was definitely hungry. We have been eating takeout for the last 30 days. And this is like the closest thing to non-takeout that I've had.
And what were we talking about with the check-in process?
Oh, well, I was gonna say story time. So if you've been to LAX, they have like 2 different like check-in stations. On like the far left is like standard, whatever, but on the right is priority. And there's 4 kiosks, only 2 were working today. And so we walked all the way down to the end for priority, and there were 2 people already using them. The one lady couldn't get her ticket to scan, and she just continued to take up the one computer space. Her husband was next to her. He got his stuff all done, whatever. So I went in front of him, got our bags checked. So we go with our tickets. We go get in line after we get our whatever thing that goes on your bag, right? And we're standing in the line, and we've been in line, what, like maybe 5 minutes at that point, and this other lady comes around the front, right? And the Delta agents, they're like, no ma'am, the line starts back there. She's like, oh no, like, she's saving my spot. I was like, whatever. So the lady that was in front of me was apparently saving her spot, which I thought was really weird, because then she got out of line and I did not see her get back in line. And so the line starts moving again, and there is a family that is having issues getting their bag to the right weight. Because if you are Sky Priority, if you're flying domestic, you get 70 pounds. If it's international, you get 50. I'm guessing at some point they were over how much weight they were supposed to be, and they went back and forth. The lady was like, it's gonna be $400 if this is how you want to fly, and da-da-da-da. So they eventually decide to take their bags and they leave. The lady in front of me is looking around, and she's like, I think I'm in the wrong line. And I'm like, this is to drop your bags off after you have them tagged. And she's like, yeah, I'm in the wrong line. So then again, she gets out. After she had that lady save her spot, she gets out of the line. And so she leaves. We start moving forward. There's, I think, like 2 or 3 people still ahead of us. All of a sudden, she comes back. she comes back and she's like, oh, I'm so sorry. This was the right line. And I was like, okay, whatever. And then it's almost our turn to go. She finally goes to this other person down the hall. And then the same family that walked away to go redistribute their luggage, they come back, they're like, oh, we're just dropping it off. I'm like, yeah, so are we. I'm like you're no different than anybody else in this line. We're all just dropping it off, but whatever. But the people behind us, I made eye contact with the one guy that was like behind us. We just laughed because I'm like, what else are you gonna do in that situation? There's quite literally nothing else you can do. But two people decided that they were just gonna skip the line of 15 people that were honestly held up because that family was arguing with the lady about their luggage weight. It was a fascinating experience. So it's been a thing. It has been a thing getting to where we're at right now.
If you ever want to know what the outside looks like, here it is. It's pretty cool. I like this part where you can actually just go up to the glass and look out. Check out all the planes. It's pretty nice out here. They have a periodic table with watches, social media, fashion, chocolate, coffee. What's that?
I like how they have like a Chanel perfume, like a Louis Vuitton wallet, and the Delta Gold Sky Miles card, which ironically doesn't get you into any lounges or have any benefits whatsoever.
Yeah, it's crazy they show the gold one and you can't even get in here with the gold one anymore. Getting on the plane. Going down the jet bridge. Here's the legroom for it. Oh, I love first class. I get tons of legroom and I have long feet, so it's very helpful. And Macy's seat, she's not here yet. Can't talk too long. There's Tay-Tay on. There goes my suitcase. Look at that, we just caught it. Got on, yay. I didn't see Macy's. Hopefully she's on too. We're at the end of first class this time. You can see the seats behind us. Can't wait. Macy's space. She can cross her legs now. Look at all that extra room. Woof. Congratulations. There's Macy's bag getting loaded on. Alright, Macy's bag got on. Get on board now, we're just waiting to back out.
I was like, okay.
Almost there, y'all.
Okay.
Almost there.
I was like,
Backing out the gate. Look at all those Delta planes. Always interesting to see the food people. So that's a food delivery to the plane, basically, the gate gourmet. I always find that fascinating, seeing them like load up. It's interesting how that's like a scissor lift on it. And then they just go right into the plane and load it up with different like snacks and beverages and stuff. While we were here this time, we stayed at this Vaya hotel that looks right out to the Pacific Ocean. Check out that video in the show notes, but this is beautiful. With the mountains and the ocean. Now that we're in the air, I'm gonna check this movie out and see if it's any good. He's snoring away. It's funny how you go over the Pacific Ocean and they turn back around and go back over the land. So you kind of like loop back around. So this is back to California. Trays have come out. It's almost time for a meal. I got a pizza, Nacy got a chicken curry. I got a Sweetwater, and Nacy got a Coke Zero. And our food should be out soon. Doesn't smell too bad so far. Here's what we're dealing with. You got the pesto pizza. Oops, forgot in there. Got a little bit of dressing. Got some veggies. Got a chocolate chip cookie. Doesn't look too bad. And there's Nacy's curry. She's basically the same thing. She's a bit curry and some rice and stuff. Just finished the basil pizza. It was pretty good. Mostly crust though. The salad was pretty tasty. It's got a lot of peppers and stuff on it. And then the cookie's always really good. So overall, not a bad meal. Once Nacy finishes hers, she'll give some feedback on what she thought there. But I tried the chicken and it was pretty good too. So both of them were alright. Still not as good as that short rib though. What'd you think of your meal?
It was not bad. It was very spicy though, and I'm glad we ate at the lounge before we ate that, but it wasn't bad. So I mean, it was tasty. It did have good flavor, but it was just really spicy. The only thing I did not like was the spinach. The spinach was.
Would you get?
Like spinach. I even put salt and pepper on it. It just did not taste good.
Would you get it again?
No.
Nice.
Too spicy.
Tastes nice. About 2 hours left. We're heading over to New Mexico. We actually drove this way not long ago, going on Route 66. If you want to see the video, definitely check that in the show notes. When I finished the movie, it was pretty cute. It's for Imaginary Friends, is what it stands for. It was a cute little movie. Nice little 2 hours. It had a pretty good twist in it. I definitely recommend it if you're looking for something kind of light to watch on the plane. Let's see what else I can find. Love how the clouds just roll in certain areas. Look at them. They're like fluffy pillows. About an hour out of Atlanta. The sun's starting to go down. So I got some snacks. My favorite is the Vigo Bears. They're really, really good. Also got some pistachios. Nice little saltiness to that. And then I got a bag of chips. We're about 45 minutes out. Almost there, y'all. AC has completely zonked out. She's asleep to the world. We have started our descent, and it is completely dark outside. We got about 30 minutes to land, but at least there's some cool stuff to see. Just finished my second movie, the classic, The Cutting Edge. You have to let me know in the comments if you've ever seen this movie. It's interesting how the map shows, as you zoom out, it shows the night, so you can see where it's already night. It'd still be bright if we were in LAX, but here it's already dark. Nice view of the nighttime lights in Atlanta. We're 2 minutes out of the airport. That's what Atlanta looks like at night. A little foggy. That's it. Made it to Atlanta. This is the first time they actually told us where our luggage and stuff was going to be, so we already know before even getting off the plane. That's pretty cool. All those Delta planes, all the American planes. This is a really busy airport. If you've never been to it, it's definitely one of the busiest in the world. We have made it to Atlanta. We're in the T gates, and now we're heading to baggage claim. Whew, long walk. Got our bags back. Looking good. Now we're just figuring out where we go for the car service. Stay tuned. Waiting for the car. Check out the roof on this thing. That's pretty neat. And it changes colors too, which I think makes it even more interesting here. Cool design. All right, that concludes our trip back to Atlanta. You can see we're here now. We got in at like 1 in the morning.
Yeah, it was really late.
It was super dark out, and we just got in and kind of took it easy after that. So, but today we're heading to Spirit Halloween. Yeah. So if you want to see that video, definitely check in the show notes.
Definitely go check it out. The travel day was long, and the food was kind of mediocre for some of the Delta meals we've had, but it wasn't a bad travel day.
Yeah, the pizza was interesting. I don't know if I'd recommend getting it. It was still kind of like soggy in the middle. Maybe try another one. Still the best is that the braised beef.
Mm-hmm. That is chef's kiss, hands down, the best
Delta meal so far.
But yeah, so make sure you guys check out when we go see the Spirit Halloween store here in Atlanta, and that's gonna wrap up this video. So if you like this kind of content, make sure you give it a thumbs up,
hit that subscribe button,
and ring that notification bell so you get notified when we do at least 3 videos a week.
And we'll come and get you all for the next one.
Ain't that the truth, baby Ruth?
Bye, everybody.